Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video we are testing out F.A.R.A.H brushes. This is a really cool like hollow makeup bag that they come in, and it looks like we got 6 brushes to test, 3 eyes and 3 face brushes. I've only tried one other brush from this brand, and I got this in my IPSY a couple months ago, and that's actually how I purchased this set. Is that IPSY has a shopper feature on their website for members. Those deals really can hurt my bank account sometimes, because you're just like, oh yeah, 12 sheet masks for $12, that's $1 a mask. It's just a great way of testing out more products and building your collection. This set really caught my eye. I am a huge brush fanatic, and I just thought it would be fun to test out this bundle. I think I paid $18 for this set, and I thought that was like a really good deal for this, and I can hopefully make a whole face except for brows, and they are already filled in. I was having a good brow day, so I decided to keep them filled in instead of applying them on camera. I have no other makeup on. It was already removed from the day. Let's just dive on in and test out these brushes. So I am living for the magenta handles and bristles. These are super soft, and I am just really excited to give these a shot. The brush that I previously tried, it was really nice for the crease and the outer V. And aside from brows and maybe like a lip or a concealer brush to kind of clean up your lipstick and your brows, I think this is a great set. I feel like these are almost too cute to use, but they should wash out really nice. Bristles are not coming out, and they feel nice and dense, so they should blend out our makeup nicely. So there's like no names. Oh, but there are numbers. Okay, so this is a 302 brush. First of all, I need a prime. Almost out of my Cover FX blurring primer, so let's just project plan, pan it out. Is this enough? Ooh, it's on my mirror. I'm about to just cut open the tube and just scoop it out. Oh, hello. Hopefully I don't ruin my brow makeup. What foundation to use? I use like the same foundations, but that's all I have. I'm gonna take the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation, and we are just gonna apply this all over the face, and I'm gonna apply it on the F.A.R.A.H 302 brush. Hopefully this brush is made for foundation, but if not, we are making it for that. So for me, I typically prefer a sponge over a brush, but if I could find a nice brush, sometimes it can have a better, precise, buffed out look than a sponge. Oh, I really like how I can move and buff out the foundation under the eye with the shape of the brush. That's really nice. Sometimes for concealer, I like to blend out with the brush, but this is doing a really nice job. I have a lot of texture going on. My skin is very upset with me. I have not been on my skincare game at all this week. Shame. It happens, and I am such like a skincare advocate. I'm gonna do a face mask tonight, so hopefully that will help and we'll get things back under control. So I don't look streaky at all using this brush. That is really nice. And I don't look cakey. It looks nice and covered, even over the texture and the redness we have. All right, brush. The nose always gives me the most issues, filling in the pores. And it looks like we're doing a pretty nice job, actually. Definitely feel I get more of a workout applying foundation on the face with a brush than a beauty sponge. And all I needed was 3 pumps, so 1 for the head and 1 for each side of the face. Normally for a beauty sponge, I can get 2 pumps and be good. I do feel like brushes absorb more product. I feel like this brush is doing a good job with not absorbing as much product. It still is, but like not as much compared to like my IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe flat buffing foundation brush. This absorbs so much. I really like how this buffed out my foundation. I am not really having any areas of trouble, and it's nice and smooth. And I use the Cover FX blurring primer and my pores look pretty non-existent. So far I'm quite happy how this brush applied the foundation. It is a little messy, but it did the job really nicely. I think this brush would also be nice to apply some brush, maybe some highlight. I like to use contour brushes for highlight sometimes, but I think this is like a really good precise brush for your cheeks and your cheekbones. So that would be another way I would try to maybe use this brush in a different video. For foundation, it did a really nice job. Let's set the face. I'm gonna take my Model's Own setting powder and I'm just gonna set my T-zone, starting with the chin. I don't think the chin is part of your T-zone, but I set it because I get sweat beads on it. I don't know why. The chin can be an area where I can get some gnarly acne sometimes. Lately, it's been my cheeks. And then we're gonna set the upper lip and a nose. I like the setting powder because it really sets the face nice. It looks really smooth and there's no flashback. But it just blends in so nicely with your foundation. And you can definitely tell an area that has been set versus not set when you use this. So sometimes I will just take all this powder and just set my whole face with it, because why not? It is a little messy. I need more powder, but this has just been one powder that I have really been loving. I use my Patrick's powder very, very rarely just because it is a limited edition. So I use it in limited quantities at the temples too, just because you can sweat there. Not that I would be sweating, it's cold and rainy. I'm just going to clean up my brow with some Anastasia clear brow gel because I did get some setting powder there. Nice way to make them happy. I think I need a new one because I feel like I'm running out. I love this stuff though. So good. We are nice and set. Now I'm gonna take the 250F brush and I'm gonna bronze it up. I'm gonna take my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I really like the shape of this brush. I feel like you'll have really nice control of the areas you want to bronze. It's a nice point. And I feel like this would be a really good brush for blush as well. I thought spring was around the corner, but like I said, cold and rainy. But no snow. If it's gonna be this cold, I want it to snow. I can get carried away with bronzer sometimes, so I'm gonna stop myself now before this is a bronzing video for like 5 hours, and I'm sure you guys would get tired of that. Let's see, blush, 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 blush. I feel like I've been using the same blush recently, so I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna take my Tarte Cosmetics Amazonian Clay blush in the shade Quirky, because I is quirky, and just take that same 250F brush and apply it. I feel like actually this shade might be a little too light, but it builds up nice. There we go. Hello, blush. I am loving this brush. Just a pat, 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 and work its way up. I normally have the opposite problem. It's like, I have too much blush. We need to tone it down. That's why I've actually been really enjoying more neutral blushes. I can just build it up. Build me up, buttercup, instead of freaking out because I look like a clown. So that was really nice too. So these brushes were only 2 out of 6. I'm really happy with my purchase. I'm just a little sad that they are really dirty. I love my Sigma glove for cleaning my brushes. It should get the gunk out. We'll be okay. Highlighter. I'm gonna take my MAC Cosmetics Extra Dimension Skin Finish in the shade Snow Flushed And I'm gonna take the 180F brush and apply some highlight. It is a more larger brush to apply highlight with, but I love going highlight crazy, so this might work in my favor. I think it has like a nice point to it. It's just not as wispy. It's kind of similar to this Luxie 522, but this one's just a little larger, and I feel like this has like more of a point to it than this one. Maybe this is for foundation. I don't know what any of these brushes are for. It didn't come with a card. I am doing it my way. And if it's the wrong way, cool. If it's the right way, cool. It is how I'm feeling. And that's what makeup's about. You do whatever you want. And I know I got like this beam right here of highlight. It did the job and I'm happy. Might be a little bit much, but who cares? I am just loving how these brushes are treating me, and they're working really nice with all of my products. I love a good product brush relationship. Now, if I can just get my skin under control, we will be in harmony. But that's on me. That is so on me. I've just been staying up really late, playing video games, filming and editing, and I've just been giving my face a huge F you and just passing out. So I deserve it. Really loved these face brushes a lot. I think they did a really great job. I don't know how much these retail for. I believe the set retailed for $60. So for paying $18, that's really good. That would be about $10 a brush when you break it down. So it's like you paid for 2 brushes and then you got 6. That to me is really good. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you've tried F.A.R.A.H brushes and how your experience was. Okay, eyes. Trying to change it up with my palettes, and I'm just staring at my Juvia's F.A.R.A.H palette, and I'm like, I use that so much. And then my Violet Voss Holy Grail palette staring at me too, and I'm like, I use that so much. The struggle is real. But if a palette is good, why feel bad if it's good? You know, that's just me. I think I'm gonna go in with the ColourPop Fortune palette. I called it the Fortnite palette when it came out, and I'm like, that's clearly not right. What kind of look are we going for? I don't even know. But I do know I'm going to take this 145E. 302 didn't have an F or an E. I'm gonna assume it belongs in the F family. And then the 145E is part of the E family. And we are going to take the shade 500. Wait, I didn't prime my eyes. I'm gonna take the Urban Decay Potion Primer and just quickly prime the eyes. Getting ahead of myself. I do that quite often. I just get excited. I'm just like, yeah! And then I'm like, whoa. Calm down. But I can't keep calm. And then before we got ahead of ourselves, I'm taking the 145E into the shade 500. That is super, super pigmented. So I couldn't really see the shade on the brush. So I just kept swirling the brush in, and it is there. It is alive and well. We are just going to take wherever the shade takes us. You wanted eyeshadow. This brush gave it to me. I think it's doing a really nice job just blending. I'm not really doing windshield wiper motions. I'm just packing it in right now. Just establishing this color right here. I will say I am not the best at cutting the crease, so if it's not looking the best, excuse me, I'm sorry. I try. I've been really enjoying a lot of people's cut crease looks, and I'm like, I want to do that, and it doesn't always work out for me. I'm gonna take the shade Miser or Misser, and then we're gonna put that shade on our base where we cut. Oh, and I took the 45E brush. I'm gonna go back in with the 265 with Richie and darken it up, the outer corner. And then once again, just going back in with the 145 with 500 just to clean up and just make sure it's nice and emphasized, making sure everything was nice and blended out.